Hey guys, welcome of course back into yet another one of us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron. It is good to have you guys watching at home on this hyped pre-workout review. Quite a lot of you have been asking for this one. It's a very recent release by the guys at Wolf Ups. It's their new product, pre-workout, Wolf Juice on Juice. And I've got to say, straight away, really good marketing. I like the design. It's really unique. I haven't seen that sort of patterning before. And what I'll also say is me and Craig really wanted to join up on this review. We both actually used the product. I sent him down a good couple of scoops worth to give him, his best shot at it. Unfortunately, next week I'm away in France. I'm in Paris for the week, so therefore we're not able to join up. And I don't want you guys waiting for this sort of review, especially when some of you have asked for it. So therefore I'm going to cover the usuals today. The taste, the price, label, and of course primarily the effects in the real world. This one has got some stacked numbers on its label, but of course we need to find out how it works in the real world. All right, is this going to be the next product you consider purchasing? We're going to find out today. But first, please do like the video, comment your thoughts below as we go through it, and do of course subscribe for free honest reviews per the week to get you to your fitness goals for this year. Let's move into this one. It's Wolf Juice on Juice. Little disclaimer, of course, it does not contain steroids or any anabolic compounds. Pre-workout only. Okay, first segment, guys, is of course that usual taste and mixability factor. How's this one going to do? Now, some people argue this segment isn't important at all, whereas some say it is very important. And we're more on that echelon. We're more saying it is important because we find great pre-workouts that also taste very good out there. Now, this one comes in 3 different flavours. It comes in dark grape, it comes in blue ice pop, and the flavour we've got for the sake of the review is the strawberry daiquiri, hence the red. Now, I'm an honest person. I would have preferred either of the other ones over strawberries. I've never been a strawberry fan. But with that being said, I do try, instead of just scoring it badly because I don't like strawberry, I try and keep an open mind and determine whether I think it's good compared to other strawberry tasting pre-workouts. So it is a hefty scoop, guys. A hefty scoop. Actually, 27.4 grams. Look at that. That's a protein scoop. So in it goes to our pre-workout. Do bear in mind, a flat scoop gets you that serving size, that amount, that weight. They might slightly vary flavour to flavour, but all in all, way above average. So it is in the shaker. Let's do this. Boom. Hopefully some good stuff. It is one of those really dark shakers. I can see through it if I look at the light. Not a lot of frothing at all. Mixability. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good from what I can tell. I'm not even going to try and zoom in on the camera, but it looks pretty good for the weight of the scoop. Normally when you have bigger scoops, they do struggle a bit because it just, unless you've got a lot of water. In here I've got about 400 ml. So anyway, let's do this. It's nice. It is a nice strawberry. It's very potent tasting. Got to be a lot of flavouring in there. There's no negatives to it. It's quite, yeah, it is a bit sour, a bit tart, a bit, I don't know if it's like a chalky undertone to it, ever so slightly. I've got to say though, as strawberries go, it's a really nice one. It's kind of like a strawberry sweet, like a Haribo strawberry or something more along those lines than a fresh, natural strawberry. It's very artificial tasting, put it that way. I do like it, I've got to say. I'll be happy to give it, as strawberries go, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10 as strawberries go. I genuinely would. My overall preference though, I'd still probably give it like an 8, even though I really don't like strawberries. But it's in terms of strawberries, it's very good. Very good start to the review. Let's move into the price. How much is this setting you back? It is price time. How much is Mr. Wolf gonna set you back? Is he gonna blow down the house? Well, I can tell you guys, head on over to the official Wolf Supplements website where you can see this product and you can see their other products. And we've actually got a nice discount code there. Review Bros 15 knocks off 15% of any of the products there. And you can actually then get this product for £39.99. And the good thing with this product is I really thought it was a 40-20 serving container. But actually, it's a 50-25 serving container. So therefore, of course, as for the sake of the normal reviews, we go by the maximum serving because most people will do that. Not all, but generally speaking. Therefore, you'll get 25 servings out of this container. And it'll actually cost just £1.59 per the full serving. Now, that's really good. And actually, on our consistent price and scale, it slips in, just bearing in mind, but very nicely into a 5.5 out of 10. We consider a 5 out of 10 to be absolutely bang average. Because I know a lot of people out there hear 5 out of 10 and they think that's really poor. But actually that's average. Therefore, this one is slightly cheaper than your average product. But, talking before the effects of course, we are looking at a very stacked label and a lot of hype around this material. How's it going to do? Let's get into the label point. Okay, it's label time. I've mentioned it a few times throughout this review. We're looking at some stacked numbers, okay? Now remember, you get 50 servings or you get 25 servings. And of course, we're going to be going by the 25 serving dosages, aka the higher dosages that most of us want. Now, 27.4 grams your scoop weighs, so it's a big boy. Now, I'm flashing it up on the screen right now so you can see it. We start off with a citrulline malate combination 2-to-1 ratio at 10,300 milligrams. So therefore, you're going to be getting about 7 grams of pure citrulline for nitric oxide production, blood flow, and ultimately a really juicy pump in the gym. It's a very good start to the label. We got beta alanine at 6 grams. And I'm going to say that again, 6 grams. It's one of the highest beta alanine dosages we've ever seen. Okay? Double what you typically see. You normally see the clinical dose 3.2 grams. They've gone for 6 grams. Okay, so that'll come with the beta tingle, the itchy, paresthesia type feeling as the pre-workout kicks in. And of course, once you've taken it for a long enough period of time, it's going to help with endurance in the gym. And I will say you'll get to your saturation point much faster with that big dosage. Really good to see. We've got creatine monohydrate in next at the good dose, 5 grams. That's your daily dosage. Now, some people out there argue they don't want their creatine in the pre-workout. They'll take it alone on another point of the day because it's not necessarily going to be something you feel 30 minutes later. And whilst we agree for the most part, I would say if you're going to get the full dosage like 5 grams, hey, I'll take that on. I'll take that on and I'll enjoy that personally. We got red night in next. It's beetroot extract effectively at a good dose of 1 gram. Now this comes with a lot of natural ingredients in it that widen blood vessels, capillaries, arteries, veins to really help with blood flow and getting the blood nutrients, water, moisture into the muscle cell directly. It's good to see it. We've got alpha GPC in next at a nice dose, 600 milligrams, yielding 300 milligrams worth of pure choline for focus and concentration and clarity benefits. You know, getting you in the zone. We've got a whopping 450 milligrams of natural caffeine up next. More than your average caffeine dosage in a pre-workout by quite a considerable margin. 4.5 cups worth of coffee. Of course, energy in the gym. That's your main driver of your, your power, your energy. You're getting shit done in the gym, okay? We've got Himalayan pink sea salt up next at 300 milligrams. A respectable dose, and it didn't actually affect the taste point in this product. And it also comes with, of course, pumps and muscular contraction and function. Good to see it, we like it. And then we wrap the label off with theobromine up 150 milligrams. Now that comes with more stimulation, mood boosting property, a little bit more thermogenic feels to the pre-workout. It's a nice one. It ties in nicely with the caffeine there. A little bit more stimulation. So all in all, a really nice label. There isn't a digestive aid. Is that going to hold the product back? Because there's a lot to digest. I'm not sure at this stage. Of course, we have to move in to the real world effects of wolf juice on juice. Of course, we have arrived at the final destination. It is the true world effects of this product. Wolf juice on juice by the guys at, of course, Wolf Subs. Now, what were you expecting this stuff to do? Well, as per the usual, I'm going to start the journey at the beginning. Now, I've used this 3 times. Craig's used this twice. We fully agree. We fully have the same results. Has to be kind of expected, you know. There's only so much pre-workouts that can affect people differently to a degree. Starting at the beginning, beta-alanine, the itchy tingle feeling. Does it come in strong? Yes, it comes in strong, as expected. You got 6 grams of it. That's double the normal dosage of beta-alanine. And whilst there's not a digestive aid there, 6 grams, it's gonna come in strong. Now, did it feel like 6 grams worth? Probably not, but the big but is it still gave me like, I don't know, 8.5 to 9 on the beta-alanine scale. It felt like a good 4.5 grams. Do not get me wrong. 6 grams I was expecting to be, you know, really uncomfortable, but it's pushing on that level, which I really like. Gives me that sense of urgency, and it lets me know when it is time to shit go down. English not even once. But the point is, it gets me amped up. It gives me a sense of urgency. I know it's go time. What comes in next is actually surprising and unsurprising, depending. A smooth, nice level wave of energy. It's a big caffeine dosage, do not get me wrong. However, what I've found, typically, when you're talking natural caffeine, it's a very smooth onset. It's not a roller coaster, it's not stealth, it's not, you know, one of these slammer ones. It just comes in nice, and it keeps you at a nice level. And then actually it weans off real smooth, a nice cruise down the hill. And actually the energy for me, it probably only lasts about 2 hours. 2.5, I'm friendly, 2.5 hours. And then I would argue it's gone. This product for me is very smooth. I would call it a strong daily driver. It's not a stim junkie product. And we've always said that when it concerns just having caffeine in your product as the stimulant, don't get me wrong, theobromines in there, but let's be realistic now. Unless you've got illicits in there, they don't normally tip the scales into the stim junkie realm. And I'd say the same of our product, Hooligans, with like 700 milligrams of caffeine. I still wouldn't call it a stim junkie product. Don't get me wrong, it's very close. And this one, I'd argue, is very close too. I would argue this to be one that you would take at the very top of daily drivering, just before you decide to go down the dark path. It's a very productive pre-workout, and it actually is really well-rounded. It's really smooth, as I mentioned. So energy, I'd be honest and give it a good 8.5 out of 10. It's not lacking. It doesn't come with the negatives, no jitters. It's smooth, there's no crash, no appetite suppression. It's quite a bodybuilder friendly pre-workout when you actually go down into the roots of it. I would argue the focus is very much in line with that energy, 8.5, in the zone, but no illicit dialed in tunnel vision feelings. Just good. A to B to C. It's ticking the boxes of getting the job done. You know, it lets you howl through the workout. For me, strongest suit probably was the pumps, and I'd be happy again to give those between 8.5 to 9 out of 10. It's a very, very nice product. Very well rounded. And that is what I will remember it for if you was to ask me in 6 months' time, a year's time, what do you primarily remember about Wolf Juice on Juice? I would say a really nice, strong daily driver all-rounder. And that's why I'd give this product a solid 9 out of 10. That is my honest opinion. It might even be pushing 9.5 for a daily driver. Now, some people, do not get me wrong, if you are caffeine tolerant, it's gonna not really touch the sides as such. But if you are caffeine sensitive, it will send you to the moon. But do remember, the natural caffeine is really sweet. It's nice stuff. It's unique. It's not like caffeine anhydrous. With those no negatives, I'd probably, like, if I was being honest, I'd give it like a 9.25 out of 10. I'd like a digestive aid in there. I'd like maybe one more focus ingredient in there. I'd maybe probably like one more pump ingredient in there. But honestly, guys, I am nitpicking. It's a high level product, high caliber product that is very, very, very much worth that price point. Very important to say, and I think they've flavoured it well for what it comes together as. So, well done, Wolfsups. I think it's a really good product. I would fully recommend it. Myself, Craig, exactly the same experiences. It's one we would probably use going past the review line in terms of the future, after we've reviewed it for YouTube, you guys, which says a lot about the product. It's a nice one. It's a nice pick-me-up. It's a good driver. So, yeah. Appreciate you guys watching at home. Have you used it? What do you think? Drop your comments down below. It does help the algorithm. And of course, it helps other users come into this channel. They can read other people's reviews of the product. So, at this stage, stay stimmed on juice.